Hey everybody, welcome back to KF Trades. Today I have a trade in Tesla and a follow-up from my previous video, but also I just want to stress the importance of learning how to buy puts when the market is in a downtrend. It's a great way to add income to your portfolio instead of just standing on the sidelines. It's worth your while to invest a little bit of time and learn how to do this to save your portfolio from total destruction in a down bear market. With that said, let's get out there and make some money. Okay everybody, today I had a trade on Tesla and it turned out to be a pretty decent move, but this actually started to set up yesterday when we had a big move up. So this was yesterday and we had this nice move up off the low of the day, shot up. This was roughly the previous day high right here. It moved up past that, and right in here I was kind of expecting a little bit of a downward move, and I ended up buying some puts for next week. Unfortunately, we just had a little bit of a move down, and then we had a strong move up. And I was thinking about adding to them up here, but I knew the jobs report was coming out, and I was not expecting good things, especially after stocks were moving up so much yesterday. I just kind of figured they were going to give some back. So I just sat on them overnight. Then this morning, Musk comes out and says the economy's not doing that good. I'm probably going to lay some people off. And Tesla had a strong move down. This was a big pre-market move. I mean, that's a pretty big swing in the pre-market on this. When we opened the day, it was right in here. Started to slide down, went below the pre-market low, and then it broke yesterday's low. Shot down to 715, and I wanted to get a quick move because I was holding these since yesterday. Kind of sat around right here, bounced back up, and then this slow grind back down to this area is when I got out of it. And I'll show you why. Okay, so right in here is where I sold. We'll look at the options. That's this mark right here. Right on this candle is about where I sold. So you can see the price is right around $10. And there was a little bit of a spike shortly after that I missed, but then it would grind all day and only finish less than $1 above where I sold. So it's just not worth it for me to hang on to that just for that extra $1 and then hold it over the weekend. But this is by design. I mean, these resistance lines come into play all the time. Once you guys find the resistance on a stock you're following, trust those resistance lines and just trade accordingly. Now, if this opens up and moves down next week, let's look at the 3-month daily. So right here's that 700 area where it's been playing here the last month or so. Comes down, hits it, bounces, touches it here, finally breaks through. Then it tries to go back up, finally breaks through, circles right back around, and it's right there again. So 700 is pretty strong resistance. If we happen to break through this next week and get further downside, I mean, the 600 level down to 550 area could be possible. Depends on how far this market decides it wants to go down. But that's the resistance I have on those right now. We can look out a little bit further. Let's go out a couple years here. So yeah, that 540 area was touched back in December of 2020, again in March of 21, and then again in May of 21. So that 541 area is pretty strong resistance. If somebody's actually looking to start a position in Tesla and you don't play options, I would put an order in right around 545 area, maybe just above that if you want to make sure it gets picked up. But then, following up on my last video when I was talking about the dividend stocks, I was watching Camping World, and today it reached kind of in that area where I wanted to get it. Stock was down, got up against some resistance. I sold a put at $24.50 for $1.10. So I collect $110 for selling that. If it doesn't close below $24.50 by the time it expires, which is June 17th, I just keep the $110. If it closes below that, I will end up owning Camping World, and then that $110 will be adjusted on my cost per share. So instead of at $24.50 where the strike is, I'll own it $1.10 less than that, so I'll own it at $23.40, which puts me just above this resistance. I'd like to have been a little bit lower, but I don't want to wait till the last minute and try to get some decent premium out of that.